This is the YouTube review show that says good morning, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. This is YT Reviews, and I'm your host, Christoph. Before we get into our review, I have to make a correction. I got called on something that I neglected to do in my review of William Sled. Seems that Mr. Sled favored a few of his own videos in his own favorites, and YouTuber Dave9303 called me on that. Dave, thank you for pointing it out to me, and William, I'm taking you down 3/4 of a star. Sorry about that. Anyway, it's now time for another installment of YouTube Who, where we spotlight up-and-coming channels you should be aware of. Back in 1998, a film called The Truman Show, starring Jim Carrey, came out that gave us a glimpse of what the internet would eventually be capable of. Well, a channel here on YouTube has put a creative spin on the story of that film. Today we go eye to eye with I. No, not I as in me, that's not good grammar, but rather I as in iChannel. Checking out iChannel stats, they joined YouTube about 3 months ago, however no age is given. They currently have almost 2,400 subscribers and 9 videos at the time we're taping, with a 10th one pending. When a majority of YouTube channels have a variety of different clips, iChannel is devoted to just one series, much like us. In that series, simply called I, our main character is being watched by the unseen world of the internet. However, unlike the cast in the program depicted in The Truman Show, the tables are turned. I is totally aware of his audience presence, while the rest of the on-screen cast is oblivious. That is until I points out his unseen audience to them.
Hey, if you're being shown right now, that means I'm being shown right now. Hello? What's happening? Hello? I'd like to make a shout out. How's my hair? Wait, how's my hair? Look, at this point, I think it's probably safe to say that everything's fair game from here on out.
The first 7 episodes that have been posted chronicle the first day I becomes conscious of his situation. He sees this intrusion by the citizens of the internet for what it is, an invasion of his privacy. He didn't ask for this attention, and his request to make it stop even momentarily go unanswered. I eventually gets a BlackBerry to allow his audience to communicate directly with him, offering him comments and criticisms. It's in episode 5 that things become interesting as the internet becomes an unwanted chaperone on I's date.
You really need to loosen up.
In the latest edition of I, the series, we see that Audrey has confronted Trent about his affair with Claire. Oh wait, that's another series, isn't it? Anyway, I have truly enjoyed this series so far. I as in me this time, not I the series. It's very smart and highly addictive. A great storyline, natural acting, and great production values. I did wonder about the cuts that occurred during same camera shots, and we wrote to iChannel concerning this. They told us there are a couple of reasons why, one of which being they want to create a strong presence of an editor, that perhaps moments of I's life have been cut out and left on the editing room floor. 2 other reasons were as I was thinking, as me that is, to punctuate jokes and dramatic beats and to help with pacing. Something else I like about this series is the relatability that I felt when I was confronted with a peeping Tom. It's this feeling that gives us a connection to the character because he reacts in pretty much the same way as the rest of us would, angry and resentful that someone has invaded his space while trying desperately to get rid of the unwanted guest. So how does I, the series, rate with I, the reviewer? Well, I'm giving them 4 3/4 stars. Hands down, this is a huge worldwide phenomenon waiting to happen. It follows in the footsteps of the successful and highly addictive television series like Lost and Heroes, and I can easily see it making the leap to the small screen. Now if we can just get one of the networks to check it out. But before I get out of here, I know that you guys saw I didn't break down the star rating for iChannel like I normally do. Well, we're going to stop doing that because I felt I would rate something high in one review and not as high for the same exact thing the next. Besides, it's a pain in the ass animating those stars. But until then, that's it for this edition of YT Reviews. Who knows, we might be reviewing you next, or somebody all the way from Fiji. Until then, love, peace, and chicken grease.